Let us see the working principle of transformer. Here we have assumed that V1 is the primary applied voltage, I1 is the primary current, E1 is the induced EMF in the primary. Similarly, V2 is the secondary terminal voltage, E2 is the induced EMF in the secondary, I2 is the secondary current, N1 is the primary number of turns and N2 is the secondary number of turns. We are assuming that it is an ideal transformer. What do you mean by ideal transformer? The transformer losses are neglected and the leakage flux also neglected. So we are assuming that the flux phi produced in the primary also links the secondary. There is no leakage flux. Therefore, induced EMF in the primary is given by E1 is N1 into d phi by dt. Similarly, E2 is N2 into d phi by dt. Or E2 by E1 is N2 by N1 is known as the transformation ratio, which I am calling it as small n. Now, because there are no losses, we have assumed E1 is V1, similarly E2 is V2, or the transformer KVA rating or the power rating is same for both primary and secondary. So, V1 I1 is V2 I2 and V2 by V1 is I1 by I2 is N2 by N1 is equal to N. So, you may need this formula for calculation when the problems are given. Now, let us find out the EMF equation for a transformer. EMF equation. Let us assume phi is phi m sin omega t, that is sinusoidally varying. Now, the induced EMF is N1 into d phi by dt. Substitute the value of phi, you will get after differentiating you will get E1 is N1 phi m omega cos omega t. Now write omega is 2 pi f. So you will get E1 is 2 pi f N1 phi m sin omega t plus pi by 2, because cos omega t is sin omega t plus pi by 2. Now the induced EMF leads the flux by 90 degree from this equation. Okay. Now this equation is of the form Vm sin omega t. So this is the maximum value. Now if I want the RMS value, divide this value by root 2 and hence we will get E1 is RMS value as 4.44 f phi m N1. Similarly, E2 is 4.44 f phi m N2. But actually the transformer is not lossless, it is having some loss. So we will find out what are the losses in the next video.